Dear brothers and sisters, as well as all people who are interested in truth, this is the presentation of a new calendar, new Vaishnava calendar for 2023. And it explains how to use it and what is the purpose and meaning of calendar, as well as especially Vaishnava calendar. On the background behind me, you can see the first month is a month Keshava. This is the original month. The calendar is divided not into the modern division of months January, February, March, April, and so on, but it is divided into original months which were used at the time of Sri Krishna, at the time of Lord Ramachandra, at the time of, from the time immemorial, and only from the Middle Ages, from the Dark Middle Ages, from the Pope Gregory Assembly, we have now modern calendars which doesn't have any connection with nature, with our world. But this calendar give you chance to observe the difference between months. You can notice that the real months in nature really start from the full moon, and every month consists of exactly 30 days, never 28, never 29, never 31. It's always 30 days, 30 solar days, and 30 moon days or lunar days. But this calendar, the speciality of this calendar is this is a not only solar calendar, not only moon calendar, but this is a Tithi calendar. And Tithi calendar is means moon days, which is determined by the sun. So the true calendar based on the sun movement, and later and during this Vaishnava calendar, you can see quotes from Chaitanya Charitamrita, quotes from Srimad Bhagavatam, and other scriptures where the sun movement is explained, and the actual day and night division, it is due to the sun movement. And Vaishnava calendar based on the sun movement. It looks like similar models with modern one, but after you will realize how the modern one is only just a political instrument and nothing more. If people want to know their nature, if they want to realize their own self, if they want to achieve the pure devotional service to the Lord and to realize who is the Lord, it is prescribed by the Vedas to follow Vaishnava calendar. So how to use it? On the right side, you can see the days of fasting and festivals. For fasting, we are fasting from the grains, and festival, we are glorifying those great saint personalities. And on the left side, you can see the red color and black color digits. The red color is a calculation of Vedic days, how many days in the month actually. And the black one is the um, general dates. The first one, you see, Pratipat. This is the 9 November 2022. Then Dvitiya, it is the 10th November 2022, and so on. So the calendar is still available, and please share this for devotees, because here I will give some knowledge which we never heard actually, but is very beneficial for all Vaishnavas. So the how we can use it? It is the black color is our general calendar, and the yellow color that the 20th November and the beginning of December, not the full background here fitted. So this is the Ekadashi. This is a fasting from grains. Otherwise, it's used like in a general way. Only it is educational, so much informational calendar inside, and time to time I will show and explain it. Now, some siddhanta or some truth about the meaning and the purpose of Vaishnava calendar. Time exists in our world, in our material universe, and the time exists in spiritual world, the world of Sri Krishna. Only time in our material world has birth and death, past, present, and future. And the spiritual world, they have past, present, and future, but no birth and death, because of all the all those inhabitants in the spiritual world. They have eternal bodies, and we are in material body. We have temporal body. We have endless. If we don't do anything, it has endless cycle of birth and death. And here in material world, we learn how to serve the Lord. The material world is a place of where all averse to the Lord souls are collected together. And here, like in a school, you can say, or like in a prison, we learn how to serve the Lord, and how we can perceive, realize personally our progress in material and spiritual way if we follow Vedic instructions. The Vedas, what is given by the Lord, give us all the knowledge, and when we follow this, we see the results. The time factor, the time what which we perceive, it is due to the Lord, the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna, took the fourth form, fourth form, which is in ancient language called the Chaturvyuha, by which we are connected to this material world. We identify ourselves as a part of this material world, and by which we perceive the time. The Supreme Lord one, but he takes innumerable form. First, he takes the form of his servant Balaram. Then he takes the form Sankarsana. He takes to maintain this world, to maintain the time and all the phenomena in material world and all the leelas in spiritual world. Bhagavan present himself as a time also, is the time. Only in the spiritual world, Sri Krishna comes from one prakosha and go into another prakosha and gives all his love energy to all his beloved associates here, whereas in material world, the sun visiting one prakosha to another prakosha and gives the energy, the awakeness, the birth and deaths, as well as all energy, all kind of power in this world. It's all the solar energy, it's all the solar movement. It's described in Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, described in Vedas, in all 18 Puranas, and for this we can hear in the separate topic, but the Vaishnava calendar. So when Bhagavan takes the form of Vasudeva, he controls our chitta. Chitta is our memory, it's our subtle body, sukshma body, where all our memory and impressions are kept for our realization and understanding. And he's saying that I'm the memory and I'm forgetfulness in each and every heart. So the second form, Sankarsana, controls tamaguna, controls our material body identification, our ahankara, that we are thinking I'm Russian, I'm American, I'm Indian, whatever. Then the third form of the Lord, of the same Lord, is Pradyumna, and Pradyumna takes the full universal form in first he is like embryo, then he grow up, and finally he is the total abodes in our universe. He's in the universal form, he is the universal consciousness, he is Hiranyagarbha, and he regulates our buddhi. Buddhi means intelligence, which give this power of discrimination for us. The third form is this is the third form, Pradyumna, and the fourth form is Anirudha, and Anirudha takes the form of Vishnu. So the Sankarsana takes the form of Mahavishnu, Sadashiva, as well as Shiva in each and in universe, and Pradyumna, he takes the form of Hiranyagarbha, Brahmaji, our ancestor Brahmaji, respectful Brahmaji. He is the one part of Hiranyagarbha, Brahma. And Aniruddha himself takes the form of Vishnu, who is laying almost in the center of the universe, to the north from Sumeru mountain. There is a ocean of milk ocean, like milk ocean, where in the center there is a Kshanandakashaya Vishnu. And here in this material universe, which is in the form of egg, all jivas study how to serve the Lord, who is in the visible form for liberated jivas. Is a form of Vishnu in Kshanandakashaya Vishnu, and the already high personalities in this universe, they already can directly serve him, whereas conditioned souls on the earth, they're just at the beginning of this way to get this perfection, to serve the Lord. So when we say that, when we are hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, then Krishna, Pradyumna and Sri Krishna comes to our heart and takes the throne of the heart. So it means that before him we serve the Vishnu, Paramatma of this universe. And when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam, that time the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the most beautiful form, in the most nectarian form, which is the source of all kind of love relationship, comes to our heart, and then he personally accept our service. But the whole process to achieve this is called a sadhana bhajana practice, where we one by one we do our small steps to serve the Lord. And Vaishnava calendar. Vaishnava calendar is actually the schedule of the Vishnu, of Kshiranadakashaya Vishnu, where he 7 months accept our service according to the Vedas, Vedic injunctions. And 4 months he just take rest, and it's like going to take rest, going in a transcendental dream. But actually he is not, he doesn't need any dream, and he just stop taking material relationship with people where they follow Vedic injunctions and get fruits from the Lord, awards, different kind of awards from the Lord. And last 4 months, he just have pastimes with his dear devotees, and he accept only Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Dasyam, where he accept our devotional songs, our devotional glorifications, our devotional pastimes, different kind of rata we do in last 4 months called Chaturmasya. And then he again wakes up, and again taking all our different kind of services. So whatever we have in this life, whatever wealth we have, whatever birth we have, whatever intelligence we have, whatever talents we have, the artist, drama, management, everything. This is the gift. This is the result of our previous service to the Lord, our previous conscious and unconscious service for the Vishnu, Kshiranadakashaya Vishnu. And according to Vaishnava calendar. So according to Vaishnava calendar, we know in which month which service has to be done, in which paksha, means waxing and waning moon, service has to be done. In every day it is prescribed different kind of service. Of course, we are those who are following Raganuga Bhakti, who are following this 6 Goswami, they do need to do all kind of Vedic injunctions, but we follow the main injunctions. We never neglect fasting on Ekadashi. We never neglect Janmashtami, Radhashtami. We never neglect all festivals. We never neglect the disappearance day of our Guru Varga. Without this, we cannot get bhakti. And for this reason, we need Vaishnava calendar. And for this reason, we need to understand what is the purpose of Vaishnava calendar. This is the schedule of the Lord. And therefore, we never neglect this, and we serve this. As more Vaishnavas qualified, more they understand and very in obeying humble mood, they are following Vaishnava calendar. It is so beneficial because of those who are following Vaishnava calendar. It is a way of surrendering to the Lord. It is a way of devotion to the Lord, because of Krishna himself is dying the time. I am Akshaya Kala. Krishna said, I am Eva Akshaya Kala. I am the eternal time. And Krishna said that those who are always in connection with me, every day in connection with me, Tisham Satata Yuktanam, every day in connection in me, Bhajami Priti Purvakam, who are doing service to me with love and devotion, with Priti Purvakam, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. He gives different kind of gift to this universe. He wants glory, he will give you glory. He wants many disciples, he will give you many disciples. He wants wealth, he will give you wealth. He will give you everything if you follow the rules and regulations in the Vedas. This is the instructions from the Lord. This is his direct instructions. But if we are doing bhajana priti purvakam, special service with special spontaneous, if we are listening from the great personalities who already have spontaneous love, not just obligation to serve Bhagavan, but the love, spontaneous love for Bhagavan, if we listen from them, then our service also become full of love. And then Krishna Dadami Buddhi Yogantam, then he gives special gift. He gives special intelligence. The highest gift of Krishna is a intelligence, the special transcendental intelligence by which we can achieve him, by which we first get knowledge. Then we get sadhusanga, the association with pure devotees. Then by which we have regular studying of scriptures, by which we are getting fixed strong faith, by which we are getting all realization, by which we are getting all the transcendental mood and emotions towards the Lord. And finally, we give the supreme pure love for the Lord, the top, which is the topmost perfection, the goal for any soul, this prema bhakti. For this reason, Krishna said, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam, I will give you the way, the light, the intelligence. And for this reason, we try our best to satisfy Sri Krishna. And Sri Krishna is not different from Sri Vishnu. Sri Vishnu is he's a form for all jivas who are not in the abode of Sri Krishna Brajendranandana, who are in this material universe, who has still some material consciousness, who has still some material desires. Then Krishna mercifully presents himself as a Paramatma, as a Kshirandakashaya Vishnu, and accept from us our first steps when we try to follow all instructions from our Guru Varga. Our Guru Varga, when like our beloved Srila Param Gurudev Srila Bhakti Pragyana Kesha Goswami Maharaj, he opened Devananda Gaudiya Math in the best way, in the best favorable day. They never neglect Vaishnava calendar. They travel by Vaishnava, they choose the date for opening temple, for any vrata, for Kartik month, even during Kartik month, every day we are visiting different holy place, not by chance, but according to the Vaishnava calendar, according to the special days to get the highest benefit. So as more we become qualified in Vaishnava calendar, more we can, our service to the Lord becomes successful, because of this is the favorable wind for our service. This is the schedule of the Lord to perform our service to Him, that He will be pleased. If we do our service in the time where He doesn't require this service, what is the price of this service, the value of this service? But when we cannot see the Lord, the liberated souls doesn't require printed form of Vaishnava calendar, because of they already can see, they already can perceive the Lord. They know when and which service has to be done. But we are blind now and averse to the Lord. And for this reason, we shall know in when and what service has to be done to please the Lord. And gradually, by following the instruction of our Guru Varga, then Bhagavan will give us special vision, special intelligence, and we can please Sri Krishna in the best way. Therefore, Srila Gurudev blessed us with a special Vaishnava calendar. He explained why we should follow Vaishnava calendar, why he opened pure bhakti. About time zone, I will make special video and another siddhanta. But this is the basics, the beginning, why we need Vaishnava calendar and how we can use it. Hare Krishna.